Alright, gamers. We're going to Red Lobsters. What's up, gamers? Coops here, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm pretty sure that this is chapter 13 that we're getting ready to start. Episode 13 of the playthrough. Going to the Red Lobster Inn. And I'm thinking that before we do that, we maybe want to go get a level up, spend some of our ergo. So we're gonna run to the hotel real quick and take care of that. I'm also thinking that because in the last episode we got ourselves another Trinity key and we know where a Trinity door is located, that maybe we go open that, see what's behind the door. And last time we opened one of those, we got ourselves an outfit. So maybe it'll be another outfit. Could be anything though. So let's, I'm guessing I'm probably going to need to use both of these. So we're at 4,000. What do we need to get a level up? 4,749. So we're going to need another 700. So this is 5, and this is 2. Makes 7. We got just enough. And we're leveling up our vitality until we get it to 25. That's our next push. Loving the stats where they're at right now. 18 motivity, 18 technique, strength and dex. Got a decent capacity. We're slightly heavy, but we're not too heavy. Recently got this new amulet that increases our stamina recovery speed, which I think is going to be pretty useful. While we're here, let's take a look. So we're at 533 with the amulet for health. And what are we at without it? We're at 499. So it's given us 34 hit points. I'm wondering if maybe we can get rid of that. And maybe we go with the capacity amulet to help us kind of negate our heaviness. Although it does seem like we're just going to be heavy boy regardless. Yeah. So maybe it's not worth it. Because Aegis is pretty heavy, and our weapon itself is pretty heavy. So we'll stick with the health. We're at 75% without the carrier's amulet, and I don't know how much until we get to heavy. We do not want to be in the heavy territory, but slightly heavy might be okay. I'm kind of thinking that maybe I just want to use this anyways so that I'm not so high at that percentage wise. 75% is a lot. That's really heavy. I think we're good on HP without it. So let's try it. If we feel like we need it, then we can always do that. Still figuring out the cube. It seems like we've got to go talk to Jonjio anytime that we want that to be usable. But I could be mistaken. We did just get a new weapon recently, which was this bone-cutting saw blade. Seems like that's pretty cool. Not sure if we're going to use it or not. Been really enjoying the booster glaive blade. Oh, that's another thing. We could get our booster glaive blade up to +6. So let's take a look here at Eugenie. See how much. 600 ergo. So we could do that. Let's do that. We're committing to the booster glaive blade. We're getting that to +6, gamers. Feeling good about it. Now we're going to need half moonstone in order to get it up to +9. And we do have 4 hidden moonstones, so we could get our Great Sword of Fate up to +3, but I think we've kind of gotten to the point where we're not really using the Great Sword of Fate right now. I like having each of these at +3, because this one does acid damage, this one does electric blitz, and this one does fire. And having those status elements built into a weapon, it seems pretty useful. But I think that we're in pretty good shape. So next would be going to back to the chapel. The Cathedral Library, I think, might be where we want to go. But then again, actually, I'm thinking... I think if we just go to the chapel, we can get to the Trinity door just as easily. So we're going to run and do that. And then we're going to go to the Red Lobster Inn, and we're going to figure out what's next with the Black Rabbit Brotherhood. We teamed up with the Red Fox and the Black Cat in the last chapter, and just very briefly, but we'll see if they come back into the mix. So it's like we have to talk to this guy in order to get this wish stone refilled. I don't think that that's the most efficient. It would also kind of be nice if he would go to the hotel, because then we could just go to the hotel to refill our wish. But it seems like, you know, it's a wish, so it makes sense that that it doesn't just like refill for us. Like, it's something that we got to put a little bit of work into in order to get that back. So I guess it's okay. It's not the worst thing ever. Alright, so we're going to look for the area where those electric trap boulders were at. So I think what we can do is take this shortcut up, and then once we're up, we can kind of figure out where we needed to go from there in order to get back to that Trinity door. And I'm just kind of going off of the assumption that as we continue to progress, we'll get more of these Trinity keys, and we can open up any sort of future Trinity doors that we come across. Wondering where exactly it was that we needed to go for that. So that led us forward. Curious. Okay, so I might need to go back across that section here. Hopefully we know what we're doing. Oh no. We don't know what we're doing. We do not know what we're doing. Ouch. Just trying to figure it out as we go. Okay. Alright, so when we were up here, we went this way, I believe. To get over here. So, I think this might be the right way. We come down this ladder. Oops. Come down this ladder. We head this way. Yep, cool. So this is definitely where we want to be. We can stand off to the side here. And then I think it was up that ladder. Whoops. Basically go up here, and I think it's right up here. Here it is. So use the Trinity key. We're gonna get in this room. These rooms seem really interesting. Like, what's the deal with this? Trust and truth are one. The end of the path of stars will lead to great eternal life. I don't know what the heck that means. Test of the day. Even a noble cleric will curse God if he plucks out his fingernails. Wow. Wow, that's definitely saying something. Let's see what we got inside of here. I like we just tear that thing off. Black Cat's amulet and the Monster Sweeper's hunting apparel. Let's see what that amulet does. Reduces damage from falling. That's cool. That might be useful. But more importantly, did we just get the outfit that our friend the Black Cat's wearing, maybe? Looks kind of like it. I like that. Got a kind of like dark green aesthetic to it. We're gonna wear that for a while. So that's super cool. Alright, so no reason to go back that way. Let's go to the most recent Stargazer, because we don't need to go all the way back to the hotel. We'll just go to the Stargazer and then we'll go to the Red Lobster Inn from there. Moving and grooving. Super cool that we were able to find that door so quickly. Didn't spend too much time on that. And got a new outfit. Alright, so Malum District. Red Lobster Inn. So we found that little information dossier that said that there were 4 members that were wanted of the Black Rabbit Brotherhood. So like I mentioned earlier, it might be that we have like multiple boss fights with these guys, or maybe it's like one group boss fight, and hopefully that alliance that we made with the Red Fox and the Black Cat can pay off for us. Oh hey, we got a merchant here. That's nice. We'll see what he's got in store. Legion Caliper, so that'll help us upgrade a Legion arm. We've got 2 of those now, so I wonder maybe we can upgrade Aegis again. Well, we haven't upgraded it once at all, but we could maybe upgrade it twice.
You're new. I do love a bit of commerce, but the bosses are really strict about who I'm allowed to sell to. Are you with the Black Rabbit Brotherhood?
Yeah, I am.
I can't tell what's real and what's fake, to be honest. My job is selling stuff, not detecting forgeries.
Nice.
If it's fake, you'll be the one to get punished, not me.
Right on. Well, hey, it is what it is. We're accessing the black market. Got a bunch of throwable items here. Got some abrasives. Super cool. Bramble curved sword blade. Okay. Arc shock cartridge. That might be worth picking up. And there's also a record here called Someday for 3,800. So let's see how much we've got to sell. Not selling any of these 5,000s. So we've got 1,000 here and another 600. So let's do that first. Let's sell those. We're gonna pick up this cartridge. We might come back for this weapon. We're definitely gonna come back for this record. So that's 3,800. Let's try to keep that in mind. And we'll get that when we've got enough. So let's take a look at that new cartridge that we just picked up. So physical damage reduction goes down just slightly, but our disruption resistance and our shock resistance goes up by quite a bit. The weight is the same, and our break resistance goes down pretty substantially. But it's definitely going to be useful for us, having that to switch between. So if we need shock resistance, which I believe I think shock is different. Yeah, so electric blitz is one thing, and shock is another thing. And so if we look at our usable items, we have this which removes attribute status ailments, and we have this which removes special status ailments, and this has shock, break, and disruption. And this has overheat, electric shock, decay, and corruption. So disruption, break, and shock are different things from the other attributes, and so this one is geared towards shock resistance. So that I'm going to assume is going to be useful for us in the short term. And then maybe if we go up maybe against a boss that's doing break damage or break buildup, then we'll want to switch over to this one. So glad that we have those to work with. Really enjoying this new outfit that we've got too. I think this is great. Glad we went back and grabbed that Trinity key. Opened that Trinity door, I mean, with the Trinity key. Alright, so Red Lobster. Oh, I was hoping that that big dude in the middle there was not going to come back. Definitely was hopeful that that was going to be the case. Of course it is not. Oh, you know what? I think I've got a quartz. Come on, let's get this. Nice. Nice. Wow. Cat Dust, Sharp Pipe, and Star Fragment from taking him down. That's solid. So let me, yeah, so I do have a quartz. I don't necessarily want to go back right now because we just kind of started with checking out this inn. But we need to remember to go spend that on our P organ. And I think that that's going to open up a new ability for us to dodge. When we fall to the ground, we'll be able to dodge to get up. So I'm pretty sure we came from that doorway up there. So I'm thinking that we need to go this direction. So we'll see. Oh, there's our friends, if you can call them that.
Looking good. Who'd have thought we'd make it this far? You've got all kinds of skills. Hey, everything went smooth as silk. And you know me, I don't impress easy.
Sure, but I gotta ask, you really gonna take on the Black Rabbit Brotherhood by yourself?
Well, no, I thought that we were going to do it together. I definitely thought you guys were going to help. But, I guess maybe not. So, let's see here. We've got Summon a Spectre there. So that means that we're getting to the boss fight. So with that in mind, we are going to go back real quick, gamers, and go to the hotel and spend that P organ really fast, because that might be useful for this next fight here. It seems like we're going to be taking on the whole Brotherhood. There's 4 of them, so I don't know how that's going to go. But we're gonna summon our Spectre, I think, because again, no reason not to. At least on this first playthrough. If I'm definitely gonna do at least a second playthrough, if not more, of this game. So I'm not too worried about using the Spectre on this first time through to help us out. Don't have anything to prove to anyone, and you shouldn't either. So if you're struggling on a boss and you're trying to be, prideful about it and not summon the Spectre, then I can understand that. But hey, use that Spectre. Get past the boss. They are helpful pulling aggro, helpful doing a little bit of damage. It's not like you can just summon the Spectre and stand back and not do anything, that's for sure. So we're going to do our Rising Dodge. We're going to pick an item to go here. So weapon attack when pulse cells are discharged, that might be useful. Can't do any of those. Lower Legion consumption when HP is low. Reduce the stamina consumed to dash. Special grindstone effect duration, that might be useful. We might do that one. We could also improve our fatal attacks so that they do more damage. Enhance the stagger attack of dodge attacks and dash attacks. That could also be useful. But part of me is thinking that why not boost the duration of our special grindstone? We've been using that quite a bit in our boss fights. It's been pretty useful for us. And having it active for longer would be a good thing, I think. So I think that that's what we're going to go with. Special grindstone, increase effect duration. And now we have the rising dodge, so it enables dodging when on the ground. So we can dodge up from the ground to get up. So that's going to be super helpful, because when you get knocked down, you got to get up again. And they're never going to keep you down, so how about that? All right, we are good to go. Let's get to this boss fight. Let's see what we're up against. The Black Rabbit Brotherhood. Maybe it's going to be one at a time. Maybe they're going to tag team, jump in and jump out. But definitely excited to see how this is going to go. Maybe it's just one of them. Who knows? Pardon my sniffles. I almost said stiffles. I did say stiffles. Pardon my sniffles. Alright. So we're just going to boogie past this big guy, because we're not worried about him. We're worried about getting to these rabbits. And these two, the black cat and the red fox, I would absolutely love it if they came and join the fight with us, but I understand if they're not planning on doing so. I'm also thinking that maybe we just swap this over to the max health, because slightly heavy is slightly heavy regardless. And oh, but we don't we're missing the HP going into the fight, but we can heal it up, and I think that's going to be the best move for us. We got 27 star fragments, so we're definitely going to use that. Alright, let's see how this goes. Cool. He looks kind of like a pig rabbit. I like that one. That's nice. That's a nice touch. Buckethead. And then she's the one that we saw earlier in the streets. And this is probably that liar's coffin that they were talking about. Super cool. Nobody's even saying anything. Eldest of the Black Rabbit Brotherhood. Nice. Jeez. Jeez. Not great. Jeez. Wow. This guy hits hard. That's for sure. Yikes. Super cool moves. Oops. Yikes. His reach is pretty significant. Okay, so basically as we're fighting the big one, these other ones are gonna hop in. Spectre has vanished. Not great. Yikes. Just threw himself at us. Yikes. Okay. Probably gonna die here. That's okay. Got an idea as to what we're working up against. Yikes. Yikes. Okay. There it is. That's what we're dealing with. Basically, the eldest brother, the biggest, baddest of them all, is going to be out for the whole fight, and then we're going to deal with a couple of the other siblings as the fight goes on. So we got an idea what we're working with. I just updated the death counter. We're at 25 deaths on the playthrough, and let's go for round 2. Definitely, oops, don't like that you're just standing right there. Definitely liking the decision to use the Spectre, especially on a fight like this, because when the second one jumps in...
What's the big idea leaving us behind? Oh, I knew we shouldn't trust them. Let's get out of here and give those lousy bums the business.
What do you mean? Like, what do we expect? Yeah, because it's going to help pull some of the attention away. The Spectre's actually lasting quite a bit, which is nice too. I think part of me is wondering if I should start with this grindstone and try to get some damage early on. But we'll see.
Bring it on. You ain't seen nothing like that.
Yeah, he's got really great range. Ouch. Super cool design. I'm like really appreciating the boss design in this game so far. He hits us when we're behind him. He hits us when we're behind him. Good luck. Yeah. Pretty much already GG's. Yeah, there it is. Already GG's. We had a feeling that that wasn't going our way. Yikes. Did not want to do that. Let's use this. Come on, faster, faster, faster. Yikes. No, no. Yikes. No. Oh no! Oh, I got a little bit greedy because I saw that he was almost staggered, and if I could have staggered him there, it would have been over. Damn. That's over. It's over. It's over.
Who wants to watch this?
Oh! Didn't expect that. Yikes. Yikes, I tried to dodge.
I'll make sure I saw you.
Okay, so what I'm noticing about this spear handle is that my weapon's not doing nearly as much damage as I need it to. And it's donezo for me. And it's donezo for me.
Rest in peace.
Alright, gamers. Let's, definitely gonna think about this. I'm thinking that the first thing that we're gonna do here is we're gonna definitely change up our weapon. We're gonna stick with the blade that we're using, but I think we're gonna use a different handle. So we're gonna look through these and figure out what oops, sorry, we'll look through these and figure out what's going to do good for us. So the fire axe handle is definitely the top of my list. That's what we were using initially. It's got decent scaling for us. So I think that's what we're going to put together first. And we're going to take a look and see, now that that's put together, what other handles are kind of comparative. All of these seem to be pretty decent. So even if we went with something like the Wintry Rapier's handle, which we know would give us some quick attacks, we might be able to do well with that. It would also give us access to the parry. I'm not sure that we would use it very well, but maybe that could be the answer for us. I'm going to reassemble this weapon, which was like a spear that we had. And yeah, let's see about this. Maybe that's our ticket. I've also got a couple of items here that I could use to upgrade our Legion arm. And so I've been considering going and doing that, because we could get a guard attack, which means that we could be guarding while attacking, put us in like a defensive stance. But we could also get a guard parry, and so that would mean that we can kind of parry an attack rather than just deflecting the attack. I've also been considering going and picking up some more of these abrasives, because we do have the one built into our grindstone, but maybe we could use another couple so that we're not so reserved about them. We can just use them, and I'm pretty sure that the guy here sells them. So I think that that's one thing I'm going to do really quickly, because I've got my Death Ergo I can go pick up. So we're going to run and grab this. We're going to pick this up, and we're going to go run back, and we're going to buy a couple of those so that we don't feel like we have to be so stingy about it. We'll take this person out. Let's check our damage here. See, so it says, oh, sheesh. Was not expecting you to be there. Don't know why I wasn't expecting you to be there, but I wasn't. It said damage-wise that we're about the same, but I have to imagine that that's not true.
The bosses were...
Because with the other handle, with the axe handle, oof, these are expensive. 620. Well, we'll get one, and if I've got... This is a 300 I could use. So we'll get 2 of those, just so that we've got them at our disposal. When I use the axe handle, I can pretty much two-shot those guys. So that's something that I want to be very mindful of, is the damage that I'm actually putting out. See, when I use this attack, I do some significant damage. When I was using that rapier handle just a second ago, it didn't seem like I was doing quite as much. It seemed like it took me 4 attacks to get a kill, rather than 2 attacks. And I'll show you what I mean if I can... See, 298, so almost 300 damage on that. I feel like this is probably the way to go. And that big thing's going to try to follow us out here. So let's avoid him. Alright. Let's see if we can get this. Gonna play smart. Gonna look for openings. Gonna try to manage the second opponent when they jump in. Don't put your back to that guy. Can we get the critical? Nice. Can we send her out of here? Nice, we did. Okay. Good stuff there.
Come on! You played nice with the others. Don't you want to play with me, Mr. Puppet?
Oh, we could have gotten that. There we go.
So this is Geppetto's puppet, huh? Got rid of it.
Keep our distance, keep our distance.
Right there. Survive and win. That's it.
Oof. Alright. Yikes.
You're no bastard. You're a sweeper. Those girls are yours.
Yikes. Nope, bad timing, bad timing. Such a waste. Such bad timing. We used that item at the worst possible time. Oh, man. That was a close one. That was a very close one. Not going to be upset about it. Going to keep moving. Going to keep pushing forward. We got this. We can do this. I'm starting to think that maybe what we want to do is switch over our Legion arm. And I'm thinking maybe we go with the puppet string. As crazy as this might seem right now for us, gamer, we haven't used this in a while. I'm gonna go visit John Geo to get my recovery stone real quick. So bear with me for just a moment. And I'm thinking that if we can use the puppet string when the whatever second sibling is on the field with us, if we can yank them towards us and then start to do some damage, that we might be in better shape.
Queen trees.
So I think that that's going to be the strategy here. I know that the Aegis has been useful, but there was a couple times there when it seemed like I was trying to use it to get a deflection and it just wasn't really working for me, and I probably would have been better off just trying to block. So we're going to take this change of direction, we're going to move forward, and we're going to do this. We're going to do this. I need to update my death counter as I run out here, so let's do that. 32. Alright. Remember, we want to keep the pressure off of the Spectre. I tried using the Endure ability a couple of times there. It didn't seem worth it to me. So it seems like if we can just focus on using the Fable art that's on our blade, that might be better. Yikes. Oof, I thought I was going to get the critical strike there for sure. Big oof, big oof. Alright, that one's done. We're going to heal up here. Yikes. All right. We're gonna take a second to use our wish. Yikes. Yikes.
Don't get extra points right there. Survive and win. That's it.
Come on.
You're a sweeper. Who's gonna use it for?
No. Get our stamina back, get our stamina back. That was dumb, that was so dumb. Oh, come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, gamers. Let's go, gamers. We got him. We got him. We actually got him. We got him. We got him, gamers. We did it. We did it. We're at 32 deaths on the counter still. We got him. Oh, they're getting him out of there. So maybe this isn't the last of us seeing them.
Damn you. Pay for that.
Oh no. Maybe that was just the eldest brother is out of the picture. Wow. We did it, gamers. We got him. We got him. It was the puppet string all along, gamers. It was the puppet string. We needed to switch over to the puppet string. It was our strategy. We switched over and we got it. I'm so excited right now. How incredible. How incredible. Puppet string. It was there all along. Alright, so this is saying Town Hall, there's something there. Of course there is. We're going to the hotel. So part of me is wondering right now if what I should do is do an outro for the last chapter and piece these together so that it's not that that's the beginning of this chapter, but that it's the end of last chapter. So that's what I think I'm going to do here. This was initially going to be the next chapter. We were initially going to end the chapter with the cliffhanger of the boss fight, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back, I'm going to edit some of the fights out where we lost, I'm going to put the fights in towards the end here, and we're going to move forward like that, with this being the end of that chapter, which I believe was chapter 13. We're going to end chapter 13 on the high note of that victory, and then we're going to start chapter 14, coming back, spending our ergo, and checking out Town Hall. Hopefully that sounds good with you, gamers. Thank you so much for being along with this journey. I'm so excited right now. Can't believe we got that guy. It was the puppet string all along. Alright, we'll see you next episode. Thank you so much again for being here. I have been and always will be Koobs. Peace and love, gamers.